camera. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today Jay is 1 month old, so I am filming his 1 month update. He's trying to eat. So I'm filming his 1 month update and my 1 month postpartum update. So not a ton, I guess, to update on when it comes to Jay besides like his size and things. He definitely is more alert. Okay, he's just a little bit upset, so he's gonna sit like this for now. But so when it comes to Jay and the past month, he has been a really good baby, and he is starting to be a lot more aware of his surroundings. Obviously, as they get older, they become more aware, and he's starting to smile a lot. Sometimes I think as he's smiling, just like babies smile, and then he actually like responds to stimulus sometimes with the smile. So I don't know if that's a true smile or not, but it sure does seem like one, so it's pretty cute. He is still breastfeeding. He hasn't had a bottle at all yet. We're planning to try that today because he will be going back to daycare in a couple weeks, and I want him to be familiar with that and not have any problem or trouble when he goes back to daycare. So he is in a size 1 diaper, and he can fit 0 to 3 month clothing and some 3 to 6 month clothing if it's on the smaller side. But his newborn clothing is pretty tight on him. I could squeeze him into it, but he's in 3 month clothing today. Sorry, he's got milk on his shirt, but this is 3 month clothing. And he has a couple pairs of shoes, and they're both size 2. I know babies don't need shoes, but oh, buddy, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, so we did go to the doctor today for his appointment, and everything was great. They said he looked great. All of his vitals were good. And oh, buddy, oh, he's mad at me now. Let me get. Sometimes he gets a little gassy. So he is taking, since he's breastfeeding, he is taking vitamin D. And then I also have him on the Gerber Soothe probiotic drops just to hopefully help any gas issues that he's having. So he was 12 pounds and 2 ounces today at his appointment, and we were guessing he was going to be like 10 pounds. Well, I was guessing. Apparently Russell knew that he was going to be 12 pounds, but he was 12 pounds 2 ounces, so that is the 98th percentile. Okay, I guess he got hungry again. So like I said, he was 12 pounds 2 ounces. That is in the 98th percentile. He was 22.64 inches, and that is the 87th percentile. The doctor she looked at me. I was sitting down feeding him, and she looked at me and said, both of you must be pretty tall. He's going to be a tall boy. And I was like, well, I'm pretty short. So his dad's tall, so yeah, he'll take after his dad. And then I'm sure she felt goofy when I stood up, and I'm a 5'3" and not tall at all. His head was 40 centimeters, which is in the 92nd percentile, so he's got a pretty big dome. And everything else that she looked at said that he looked really good. Now he still has the tongue tie issue, but he can stick his tongue out further than his gum line, which is good. But it doesn't really come out any further than that, and his tongue is still heart shaped when he sticks it out because of how far his tie comes out, I guess. But we're not planning on fixing it unless he starts having trouble feeding with the bottle, because he's been doing just fine breastfeeding, and obviously he's gaining weight, so there's no real concern there. And he does nap a lot during the day, so he'll eat quite a bit in the morning, and then he'll take a long. Sorry, he's being a little noisy. He's not sure what he really wants. But he will take a pretty long nap around like 10 or 11 for a couple hours, and then he'll eat quite a bit around lunchtime, and then about from 1 to 3 or 2 to 4, he'll take a nice long nap, and then, you know, he just eats here and there until about 7 or 8. Then he really wants to eat pretty much like every hour. So I'll feed him a lot right before bed, and then he usually sleeps from between 3.5 to 5 hours, depending on how much he gets, I guess, before he goes to sleep, how much food he gets. So I don't know if you could just hear that, but he just pooped his pants. So it's really nice. Around like 11, he'll give me sleep from about 11 till 3:30ish or something. Sometimes it's a little shorter, sometimes it's a little longer. And then he'll eat, and I'll change his diaper, and then he'll go back to sleep until about 5 or 6. So that's, I mean, he's pretty good at sleeping in big chunks in the night, and he'll wake up and then go right back to bed, which is nice for me. I guess the only other thing I can say about Jay right now is that he, all of a sudden the last couple days, has been a little more clingy, or like wanting to be held a lot or be fed a lot randomly when he shouldn't really be hungry. And so I do have the Wonder Weeks app that says that right around a month they have a leap where that's really common, where they want to be held more and whatever. So I've just been holding him. You know, he's a baby, so I might as well spoil him while I can. So that is all when it comes to Jay and his 1 month update. If you have any questions about, something I didn't talk about, then just go ahead and ask in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer for you. And again, he is exactly 1 month old today. Okay, now on to my postpartum update. So obviously it's been a month since I've given birth. Buddy. So I have lost 20 pounds and I gained 33 total. So not too bad, really. I was talking about like, I'm going to eat fine and get back to my normal self and whatever. And I didn't do that. I just like took the time to like eat whatever I want and do whatever I want. And so I didn't really gain more weight or anything, but I definitely didn't lose any at that point. So, just a minute. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Oh, my poor boy. It's okay. Sometimes he gets a little bit too much milk. Okay, let me fix this. And he's back. So, main thing with me is that I feel pretty much back to normal. I definitely still get winded more easily, obviously because I haven't been able to exercise for a month. And all the postpartum care when it comes to that aspect of, having a baby, I don't have to deal with any bleeding hardly anymore. And everything's pretty much like back to normal, like I said. It's just that I'm a little bigger and a little pudgier than I would like to be and that I'm used to being. So that's about it. One thing that has been really frustrating is that I am overproducing milk a little bit. And although that's not the worst problem that I could have, it is it's just something that to where sometimes when he's eating, he chokes, or because the milk, like my letdown is too strong or something, and I feel bad because then it causes him to spit up and it causes him to be uncomfortable, and I think he gets more gas. And so I'm trying to really fix I guess I'm trying to regulate my milk so that I'm producing what he needs and not too much more. But like I said, I can't complain because I could have the opposite problem. So when it comes to anything else, you probably can't tell hardly in here. Okay, yeah, you can. Sorry, I shook the camera. I've got this really dry skin patch. So once I had the baby, I started to get this dry skin on my lip, and people, I mean, I would say, oh, I've got this dry skin patch, but you really couldn't see it. It just felt like sandpaper on my lip. And it's not like on my bottom lip or even like the bottom of this lip. It's just this top little part of my lip right here, and then it kind of goes up. Now it's gone up onto my skin, and I try to use stuff to get it to go away. I need to use like a scrub to get the dead skin off, but it's just like a really, really dry patch of skin and like on my lip. And so I think that's probably due to hormones. I had broken out. I struggle with my skin a lot anyway, but I had broken out a lot after I had him for a couple weeks. And this week it actually has kind of gotten a bit better. But that's about it postpartum. My back has been hurting a lot, but I think it's just because I haven't been able to work out. And then my sciatica in my right leg is really, really bad. But again, that usually gets better when I can work out. So I will go for my 6 week update in 2 weeks, and right before I go back to work. So hopefully after that I'll be good to go and I can work out as I please, and that'll help a lot of my pain issues. I think that's something that usually my back pain, my leg pain always goes away when I can work out. So that's it for that is it for our updates. I know that there's not much to update on for both of us. I'm so sorry. So like I said, I'll show you Jay. This is Jay at 1 month. He's getting to be a big old boy. And then I'll show you my body update. Okay, so this is where I'm at 1 month postpartum. And so you can see, like, I've got this big, my skin is really loose. Stretch marks actually don't look nearly like they did when I was actually pregnant. They're not terrible, like some people I feel for, because some people get very, very dark or bright red stretch marks, and mine just kind of like blend in with my skin. It just makes my skin look really like loose, I guess. So that is it for this video, and make sure you like it if you liked the update, and don't forget to subscribe and to click that notification bell so that you don't miss when I post videos. Oh, what's wrong, big boy? What's wrong, Bubba? No crying. You ready to eat? Okay.